insulin is the crash.
Right, insulin is the crash when it hits and you have low blood sugar. And some people say, well, I have low blood sugar, not high blood sugar. What happens is over time, this instability, you'll run out of insulin because you're using so much insulin up that then you become diabetic and need insulin. So this is actually a prevention for diabetes. Hi, welcome this week to The Naked Doctor. I'm Dr. Tammy.
I'm Lauren.
We have a great show for you today. Super exciting. We have launched our new CarbMelt program. And under that CarbMelt program are several different products. We have CarbMelt, LipoMelt. We're coming out with Cellulite Melt.
Just in time for the summer.
Melt. Yeah, just in time for the summer. So a lot of exciting things. These are natural supplements who have trial tested, studied, double placebo. They're in medical journal, very similar to some of the pharmaceuticals, but yet they're all natural and they don't have the same side effects that pharmaceuticals have, but very, very effective. And so they've been used a long time. I've used them off and on in my practice over the past 20 years, but now we are basically putting them together and kind of repackaging them and putting them together in ways they haven't been together before and reformulated with different products in them. So we're super excited and gotten great results from them.
Clinically proven to shrink your body size, your body mass, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know that one of our patients who has started it recently has lost, what was it, 5 pounds?
In 6 days.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a pound a day.
5 pounds in 6 days.
Yeah.
And it's not like she's somebody who you would look at and be like, oh, you've got a lot of weight to lose. I mean, she's, her goals are not extreme. They're, maybe a 10, 15 pound goal, and she's already lost 5 pounds in 6 days, which is awesome.
Very cool. It's a simple meal plan that we ask you to follow. It's nothing hard. It's really just decreasing a lot of the foods that cause inflammation. And you can still have some carbs. It reduces the absorption of the carbs. We're going to talk about that more on the show today. And in the Blackboard segment, we're going to explain some of the nerdy science as well. But, it's not anything strict, but it's kind of like, the whole keto phase, the ketone diet and, keto diet. Basically, they've been pushing low carbs, high fat. So this is a more balanced, but the carbs that you do eat aren't getting absorbed. So it's almost like a keto diet without killing yourself and just eating all that high fat.
Seems a lot more sustainable than, a keto diet is great for those who, do it and like it. But this is something that you don't have to limit yourself as much as you would on a keto diet. And I know that, and I don't know if this is just case for case, but I've met some people who've been doing the keto diet, and they may feel different, or like in the beginning have had some good results, but there was like maybe you could talk about this. They've got like a belly, kind of, and I don't
because they're not addressing the hormones. They're just taking weight, diuretic. They're not addressing the hormones, and it's not sustainable. As soon as they start eating quote regular again, it's going to come back plus more. And I call that dieting with interest.
That's kind of like dieting for a competition. So if you're doing like in a bodybuilding show, if you're dieting for one of the more extreme like whether like bodybuilding, like I did bikini, it wasn't as extreme and as dehydrated and all that stuff, but I know that people doing those have to reverse diet because they're carbs. It's a very similar thing as the keto. Their carb intake has lessened, and so like when they start eating carbs again, they gain like a bunch of weight back like that. So that's what's cool about this too, is even like for athletes and stuff like that, whenever they're getting back on the intake and starting to eat their carbs, this is a perfect thing to take because it's not, your body's not used to absorbing those carbs, you know, so this allows your body to actually, you still be able to eat them. Same thing, keeping you from having to digest them and turning them into sugar and stuff. So
yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought about that from that aspect. So I'm learning today too. That's awesome. We just kind of feed off each other. That's awesome. All right, so we have a great show. We're going to take a little commercial break and we'll be right back with the Naked Doctor.
I have osteoarthritis, and you know, the arthritis medication that you get regularly will cause your kidney function to go down, and my kidney function had started going down, and so I knew I needed to do something different. I've been seeing Dr. Tammy for about 3 months, and she's been doing stem cells in my knees, and it's like a miracle. She absolutely hits it every time in the correct spot, and I am pain-free now, and I haven't been pain-free for about 10 years. I can go upstairs without pain. It's wonderful. And I send everybody I know to her because she's done such a wonderful job for me, and I just appreciate it so much.
Hi, I'm Denise, and I'm the owner of CryoFactor Wellness Center. We are a wellness center that offers alternative therapies to help people with pain, inflammation, weight loss, energy, people that suffer from any kind of autoimmune issues, people that have inflammatory issues. We offer therapies that decrease inflammation in the body. We offer whole body cryotherapy, infrared sauna, compression therapy, localized cryotherapy, and what we call super stretch and flex, which is using the fundamentals of yoga for flexibility and mobility and increased muscle strength. Cryotherapy is a 2.5 to 3 minute cold treatment where you step in the chamber using nitrogen cooled air to reduce the body's skin temperature, engaging your endorphins, creating a metabolic boost, which studies have shown helps to burn calories while you're in the chamber. Localized cryotherapy is cold therapy that targets specific areas, problems, injuries, in addition to the whole body cryotherapy that we use. We do a lot of facials, which help with fine lines, decreasing pore size. We also use it with skin conditions such as psoriasis, eczema, redness associated with rosacea. Infrared sauna does the same thing basically that the cryo does. It helps to reduce inflammation, improve skin conditions, helps with blood pressure, respiratory issues, helps to remove toxins. It heats the skin and works on a cellular level as opposed to a traditional sauna that just heats the air around you. Another thing that we offer here at the CryoFactor is CBD oil. We use New Leaf Naturals. It's full spectrum. It's not infused with anything, so you're getting the pure CBD oil. It is used to decrease inflammation. It's used for pain, anxiety, sleeping. It's an amazing, amazing product.
I fell 18.5 feet, scattered my right ankle into 23 different pieces. That, of course, affected my knees, which affected my hips. And then I have a back injury and a neck injury and a shoulder injury. And I was in severe pain most all day until I could actually lay down and get off of my body. The stem cell therapies within hours actually turned around to where I felt like almost 90% of the pain in my body was gone. I could walk. I could walk without pain. I then came back and did a stem cell IV, which came in and affected all of the other parts of my body. And at one time I was a smoker. Since then I have felt a large difference in my lung capacity, in my breathing, in my stamina. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever come across in my life. And one of the things that I say is you will love Dr. Tammy. She is the sweetest person you'll ever meet, and she is not your typical doctor. She makes you feel like you're at home. She actually gets to know her patients, knows their lifestyle, and tries to work her treatments with your lifestyle so that you are happier and more productive on what you're doing.
Hi, welcome back to The Naked Doctor. I'm Dr. Tammy.
I'm Lauren.
I love these blackboard segments.
I know, they're fun.
They're so much fun.
We still have stuff from last.
Oh, yeah, because I'm always like hitting the pen, making the ink try to come
It
out.
works better today.
So I wanted to share with you, we have these nifty little
bonus bag.
little bonus bags. So if you go to CarbMelt.com and order our new program, you get this little duffel bag too.
Super fun.
We'll probably change that up and like put CarbMelt
Yeah,
on
well,
it.
yeah.
But anyway, cool
For now,
stuff.
you get to rock the Healing Arts Centers. It
Right.
be a nice little cute gym bag or
Yeah.
stay overnight bag, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I gave Hayden one to do for her friends to stay the night with.
Oh, cool. You know,
Loves
warm weather. I've been going out backyard's a lake, so we got in the kayak a lot. So that'd be great if I could put my bottle of water and
Yep.
my extra little sun hat or
There you go.
blankie in. It's a little chilly out still. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Not quite yet, but
Good to have
soon.
that if I need it. Yeah.
Can't wait to go to the lake.
Awesome. So we're talking about CarbMelt and LipoMelt, and so I just want to share a little bit of nerdy science with you. CarbMelt is basically something called an alpha amylase inhibitor. What is that? So there's different enzymes, digestive enzymes, that break down your food. So there is amylase that works on sugars. See where I'm going with this, right? And there's lipase that breaks down fat. And there's proteinases that break down protein. So we're going for this amylase. So as this is the esophagus, this is the stomach, and this is the small intestine. And there's an organ over here called the pancreas. And the pancreas does both insulin, so I'm going to talk about insulin in just a second here, but it also does digestive enzymes that it secretes down into the small intestine. And one of those enzymes is amylase, which breaks down sugar. So it blocks that, and the sugar, the starches, the carbs, the bread, whatever you're eating, don't get broken down into simple sugars, which then go into the bloodstream, which then trigger blood sugar fluctuations, so you don't crave sugar. But also that sugar gets stored as fat. And the body preferentially wants to burn fats and fatty acids, but if you have a lot of sugar, it's going to
Store itself in your body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's amazing how much our sugar intake has increased over the years. We used to consume like 2 of those little C&H pink bags a year, and now we consume like 72. So it's like 70 times what we used to consume. So sugar's everywhere. It's hidden in everything. So even if you're trying to be careful, it's in a lot of stuff. And a lot of people will go on a sensible diet, still not lose weight, because sometimes they don't realize how much sugar
they're intaking.
They're
Yeah.
intaking.
Yeah. And so the sugar is turning into fat, and then they're not able to. When you burn, you're burning fat from the fat sources, not from you're not burning sugar.
Right.
So that makes sense.
So one of the things that happens through the day, one of the reasons why you crave sugar is because we mentioned that insulin is made by the pancreas. So you eat sugar first thing in the morning. Let's call this the sugar axis. And so your sugar's going up. So I recommend that you don't eat any sugar the first meal of the day, just protein. So that's usually a pretty easy thing to do. And so as you eat sugar, if that sugar is not blocked, then it's going to continue to rise. And then what happens is insulin is secreted to lower it. And if you've eaten a lot of sugar over time, which a lot of people have, then they're going to have an exaggerated insulin response, which then brings it down here. And then what happens is your sugar's way down here, so you start craving more sugar. So then you eat more sugar, which brings you up here, maybe even a larger spike, because you eat more sugar, you're tired, you're irritable, you're craving sugar. So you do this, then insulin is secreted, and maybe now this time it's even a bigger dip. And so you're doing this all day.
Insulin is the crash.
Right, insulin is the crash when it hits and you have low blood sugar. And some people say, well, I have low blood sugar, not high blood sugar. What happens is over time, this instability, you'll run out of insulin because you're using so much insulin up that then you become diabetic and need insulin. So this is actually a prevention for diabetes. And here's the interesting thing. I mentioned that this is almost as strong as pharmaceuticals for things like diabetes. Of course, you want to decrease the sugar intake for diabetes. But one of the medications we use called glyburide is actually an amylase inhibitor. So
That's a diabetic medicine?
yes. So, I mean, this is almost as strong as a pharmaceutical, but it's all natural without the side effects. The difference between this is it won't drop your blood sugar out like the medication will. So it's completely safe. And
Yeah, and the thing that actually, the fennel seed is not what does this part, is it? What is it in this that actually...
right, so there's the amylase inhibitor, and there's also some phenol in there. And the phenol actually decreases the appetite. It has some antioxidant properties. Yeah, I'm losing my ink, aren't I? It has some antioxidant properties as well, and it acts as a mild diuretic, so get some of that water weight off. That helps you get results even faster. It's just water weight though, so we really want to have an impact on the carbs, because when we talk about the hormones of weight gain, it's interesting because, you know, you can go on our website at healingartcenters.com and you'll see the different body types. It's actually protective how you gain weight, because the body's trying to regulate the fat and the hormones, because the fat stores the hormones.
Is this the cortisol in your...
Well, yeah, that's what happens with LipoMelt, is it actually helps adjust the cortisol. But, you know, if you have belly fat, then you're going to store weight around here. If you have thyroid issues, you're going to store all the way around. But if you have carbohydrate or insulin issues, insulin is a hormone, then you're going to look like the Michelin Man kind of thing.
all over?
So one of the things is, that's what we do at Healing Heart Centers, is bring you in and do blood work. But if you want something independent of that you can just order and do, that's sort of a quick start or kind of a quick, you know, quick thing. You can always do the CarbMelt, and we recommend the LipoMelt with it. And so we'll kind of explain that here in just a minute. So the next thing is the LipoMelt, and I'm probably running out of... And so in the LipoMelt, yeah, well, the red I don't think shows up too well. In the LipoMelt is something that called licorice. It's a licorice root. But the interesting thing about this is you could...
Yeah,
oh, it is? Okay, let's do that one. You could not eat enough licorice to get the
amount that's in there.
The amount that's in there. It's kind of like resveratrol. You could not drink enough wine to get the amount of resveratrol that you need for an antioxidant. So with licorice, you couldn't eat enough of the licorice root to get what's extracted out of there. So it's licorice root extract. And everybody thinks licorice. They think the strawberry Twizzlers. So no, this is not the same thing.
Don't go buy a bunch of Twizzlers.
This is the licorice root. So I'll write in red now that we got this licorice root. And this is in the LipoMelt. So licorice root is really interesting because it works in several different ways. One is an antioxidant, so it can do things like prevent disease processes. It is also an appetite suppressant, and it works as an appetite suppressant through a hormone pathway. And actually mimics adrenaline, so it helps stimulate the adrenal glands. So if you have fatigue or you're tired throughout the day, it's a natural mimicker to adrenaline, non-jittery. So it's a natural form that will give you more energy. And a lot of times when people have more energy, they want to go exercise.
Yeah.
They don't think about eating so much. So that's
And it's
really
an adrenaline without, it's unlike a sugar rush. You're not going to have a crash with an adrenaline stimulation. So, which is nice.
Right. So it can replace coffee. It can help with energy levels, all sorts of things. Interesting, we're talking about keeping you energized. It also stimulates a hormone called melatonin. And we know melatonin is an essential hormone for sleep. So it actually will help you sleep better. It's like nature's miracle plant, basically.
And sleeping better it helps your hormones.
Absolutely. Helps you regulate your metabolism. You will heal better.
Helps
your
with
immune
stress.
system helps with stress. Yeah.
Which has helped your cortisol levels, right?
Yeah.
So all kinds of good things for melatonin. Plus, who doesn't want to get a good night's sleep, Because even if you're sleeping 9 hours, it doesn't really necessarily mean you're even getting sufficient sleep or good sleep,
Right.
If your hormones are off balance. So this is something that would help kind of regulate that.
And cortisol is your body's natural anti-inflammatory. So people who have adrenal fatigue or adrenal issues over time will actually start to crash with their adrenal function. So people are like, well, wait a minute. If you increase your cortisol, won't that cause more belly fat? And what happens is the depletion of cortisol over time. Cortisol is an anti-inflammatory. So if you have increased inflammation, which is the reason we do our food sensitivity diet, increased inflammation actually swells the fat cells and causes you to look like you weigh more than you do. So cortisol in this sense is actually a good thing, and licorice helps with cortisol conversion. So it will help with pain control, inflammation in the joints, inflammation in the blood vessels, which can cause heart attacks and strokes and things like that. So all the way around, it's just kind of a little miracle. It can actually, because of the cortisol and the ephedrine type effect, can increase the blood pressure just a little bit. So it has about 25 milligrams of potassium in there, which you will deplete if you have a diuretic effect. So it kind of counterbalances that boost in potentially low blood pressure elevation.
So you want to make sure that if, for somebody who is on blood pressure medication, that they ask their doctor.
Yeah, check with your doctor. Unless you're a patient of ours at the Healing Arts Center and you have a doctor and you're just going to do this to kind of kickstart your weight loss for summer or something like that, make sure you check with your doctor. And if you have health issues, make sure that this is the right thing for you.
But one of the things that, like we were talking about the diet and stuff, that's why it's important to, and it's not like you're eating, it's not like some bad diet or something. It's really just kind of a clean way to eat with foods that minimize inflammation, which is a big part of this, because with this and that diet, you're really going to get the full effects of what this can do for you.
Right.
So,
and it's a super unique diet. It's not like a ketogenic diet or anything like that. I've personally used this diet for about 15 years now, and we've had tons of patients, and I think you can probably plug in some testimonials or something of people who have lost weight with getting their hormones balanced and using, I don't like to say diet, I like to say simple meal guide.
Our meal strategy.
Meal strategy, exactly. And it really becomes a lifestyle, because once you decrease the sugar and the craving for sugar, you really don't want it. And so, yeah, you can have your birthday cake every once in a while. My son's turned 15 this weekend, so we're going to have some birthday cake. But it's sustainable. You can live your life and eat carbs, and
This helps you get off of that sugar drug, though.
it does. And we like the tricks, right? We did a whole show on cheats, and so this is sort of a cheat, but it's also going to help you all the way around. And I love the CarbMelt so much that I don't really need to lose weight, but I do like my carbs, so I get to cheat a little bit. But I just love it so much, I'm going to stay on it forever, because I just love. It helps me stay awake and have energy, but it also helps me sleep. And as I'm getting menopausal and struggling with my hormones, it's a great thing.
Awesome.
All right, so hopefully this was helpful, and we'll be right back with the Naked Doctor. I'm Dr. Tammy, the Hormone Queen. In my almost 20 years of experience in working with tens of thousands of patients, I found that hormones have everything to do with weight loss. There are fat-burning and fat-storing hormones, so you have to maximize the fat-burning and minimize the fat-storing hormones. I've created Dr. Tammy's 21-day metabolic solution, which will help you heal your metabolism and lose weight. Very exciting. So what do we have? We have my daily metabolic support, which is formulated with all the ingredients to help your fat-burning hormones work better and to minimize your fat-storing hormones. I also have a great whey protein if you need a little bit of a meal replacement or just to help with some of the appetite. Helps with that glucose metabolism, because let's face it, sugar storage, insulin, those issues are huge with trying to lose weight. And when you crave sugar, it's just no fun. So you're never hungry when you're doing this. Our Detox Complete helps heal the gut so that your body can absorb all these nutrients, because if you don't heal the gut first, then you're wasting your money on all this fabulous stuff. So I wanted to make sure you have all those great amino acids and anti-inflammatories. And one of the things that we found is most people are not overweight, they're inflamed. And so you have to treat the inflammation for you to lose the weight and for it to be sustainable. I also have my secret weapon, which I absolutely love, which is methylated vitamins. This is L-methylfolate, and this helps clear toxins because most people are not only inflamed, but they're toxic. So this helps clear all of that and helps your hormones work better. And then we have a great probiotic. There have been studies that have shown that people who are overweight have different bacteria in their guts than people who are thin. So if you want to be thin, you need the thin bacteria. So this probiotic helps heal the gut, and all of these things together help your metabolism work better and help you lose weight faster. Thanks for watching The Naked Doctor this week. We've had a great show. We're really excited to share this new program and make it really easy and simple. Everybody's always looking for a quick, easy fix or a quick pill. And this is, you do have to change your eating up just a little bit, but we have a really simple meal plan for you and just make it as easy as possible. But the carb blocker and the hormone balancer basically is so much of a sort of a summary of everything that I've practiced and
that we do.
Yeah, of everything that we do. So it's like the easy path, quick start. You know, we really want to impact you long term. So if you want to come in and get food sensitivity testing, or you want to come in and get hormone testing, there's a lot more to it at times. But if you want to just do something simple, you know, like we were talking about the girl who lost 5 pounds in 6 days, if you want to just knock some weight off, and it, you know, I feel great on it. I always take everything that I recommend to my patients. So I feel great on it. Lots of energy. It's natural, so I don't have any of the jitters or anything weird. I used to drink a whole bunch of coffee, and now I don't. So, and I still have lots of energy levels, good energy levels. So it's awesome.
Yep. So if you want to check out the supplements, you can go to CarbMelt.com. If you want to book an appointment with us, you can go to HealingArtCenters.com to do food sensitivity testing or hormones. Or coaching. So yeah, check out those websites and see what kind of package deals we have too.
Yeah.
We want to get you started.
We have a new Facebook page, CarbMelt, on Facebook. So you can go there, and you always go to The Naked Doctor on Facebook. And we have an Instagram presence. I'm not an Instagram girl. Kind of old for that. But
Yeah, it's all social media, the Healing Art Centers and The Naked Doctor Show.
Doctor too. So check us out. Comment. If you do order the CarbMelt and the LipoMelt, or, you know, combination or either one, please let us know. Comment on The Naked Doctor Show, Facebook, and let us know how you're doing and your excitement, because it really helps to have those testimonials.
Yeah.
And
feel free to post and tag us and everything too.
Yeah, please. Also, you know, if you're interested in helping your friends get healthier and lose weight and get ready for the summer, we're working on an affiliate program as well, because we really want to get the word out. So go to CarbMelt.com, check out our social media, and get excited about summer and bikini weather coming.
That's right. Look out for the cellulite melt and the stress melt coming soon.
Yeah, very excited about that. All right, well, have a great week, and we'll see you back here next week on The Naked Doctor.
Thanks for watching.